That's a nice looking account, that. Why doesn't mine look like that? Recently, I've been training my account using the best money methods for each skill. It's even slower than I expected. For mining, there were a few different methods that really had nice GP per hour. The first was star mining.
Oh, nice. That was the first one here. Your Stardust gain will be doubled for the next 300 dust you mine. Nice.
Ah, you're messing. While this method was significantly lower value, it still had the potential to be the best overall if I got lucky enough on the bag of gems. Each gem bag cost 300 Stardust and had the potential to roll 40 uncut onyxes for 2.4 mil each. That would equate to 96 mil from only one gem bag theoretically. Although the drop rate is 1 out of 100 million, with it being the rarest drop in the entire game, I was feeling quite lucky, so let's open them. Even if we don't get the onyxes, it's still good money, and these gems can be used for free crafting XP later on. Rune Rocks was especially slow, but it was still nice money overall. Yeah, it'd be fun though.
Easy. Go Ferox Enclave.
Hold on, I'm getting chased down by this PK.
What the?
He's at Rune Rock.
I'm on Rune Rocks, bro. There's no point. If he's got a team.
No way. Rune Rocks? What
No,
the rock?
I'm saying if he's got one.
Oh, that'd be so fucking funny for Rune Rock people. Like, what?
Where you at? Where you at right
It's
now?
multi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
multi, yeah. I'm
Where you
nearly
at?
like KBD. I've got 9 rune
Oh,
ore
should I-
on me.
Hold on, I can get there.
Why are you mining rune ore in the wildy is the real question.
Because there was a shooting star, yeah, and I ran over to it, and it disappeared when
What
I
word
tried
are
to
you
mine it. 367. I think I'm nearly out of the multi, to be honest.
I'm coming. I'm like right there.
Do you want me to fight him? Like, I'll just fight him with the pickaxe. Try and...
Bro, do it. I'll
Yeah,
tell
Yo,
you.
everybody tell you, everybody tell you right now. Just go,
I'll
go.
run in there. I'm
Oh
running.
yeah, I'm coming in.
He's running.
Stay by the
He's running.
just stay in multi.
He's running. Oh, I gotta freeze. I gotta freeze. Oh wait, did I get you?
Got me. He's
Oh,
gonna
what the
log out, I
fuck?
think. Oh, the spider might hit him. Spiders might hit him. Nah, they didn't.
Oh, you fucking log.
Is he out or no?
Yeah,
got out, yeah.
he.
I was surprised to even see many PKs here, really. But it makes sense, as they are still flooded with bots that you have to compete with. If you brought a pure alt here, you could kill the bots for roughly 5 mil per hour, sometimes more. Overall though, this method was the worst, and most tedious, as it made the least return, with the biggest amount of risk. Then, there's Zalcano. This place will be my home until 99 mining. I may do some shooting stars on my mobile from time to time, but the majority of the money is going to come from here. Originally, I was hoping to already be 99 mining by now, but I didn't realise how slow this actually is. To put it in perspective, I was 85 mining 1 month ago, and even though I've been mining every day, I still only managed to get 91. It really made me think how long this grind is actually going to take. Even rank 1 Zalcano only has 14 mil mining XP, which is ridiculous. The main reason I wanted to do Zalcano was the crystal shards, as these will be the best moneymaker for Herblord by creating divine super combat potions, and I'm gonna need a lot of them anyway, so it's nice to have a reason to do this. It's going to be a long grind, but at least I get passive rune crafting and smithing XP. And the nice thing about it is, I'm not limited to one skill either. I can do anything, as long as it connects to something I need to train. For example, the Chambers of Xeric is linked because there is an AFK farm patch I can use, and theoretically that is the best money in the game directly linked to farming, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of those in the future. I'm still dry on the omelette, so I need to get this godforsaken collection log completed once and for all. To rub salt in the wound, my iron friend got the pet at 26 kill count. I mean, I was happy for him, but like at the same time I was fuming internally, because I felt like, why should I even try this anymore when you go that dry? Anyway, after that I did some regular farming. The herb runs really do add up. I was planting a seed worth 50k, and sometimes getting a return of anywhere up to 120k. It got even better when I was able to plant torsals, as the seed was only 10k, and would net a profit of anywhere from 80k, and the XP was way better. Later on, a friend told me about a moneymaker that was too good to be true. With the release of Yama, people were making some serious money. But before long, people started to realise that there was a much easier way. The sensory contracts from the demons. These things went as high as 2.1 million each, and they were completely AFK. They did not have a confirmed drop rate, but were classed as rare on the wiki, with it being a relatively new update. You had to kill them with Demon Bane spells on the Arceus spellbook, and the drops were too common to actually be considered rare. So once we realised this, it goes without saying that we completely milked it to shreds. On average, we were making between 10 to 15 mil GP per hour, without doing anything whatsoever, so naturally I had to do it on 2 accounts. I kept thinking to myself, what if I did this on 10 accounts and made like 150 mil per hour? But then I also realised that this method was inevitably a collapsing flannel, and the price would eventually plummet by the time the accounts were made. Which of course they all did, all the way down to 400k. As people began to panic dump them in the GE, and more Radiant Oathplay flooded into the game, the method wasn't worth doing anymore, but it was still nice while it lasted. But the best moneymaker I've seen on this entire game has to be Venenatus. I know I've made a million videos on this already, but I can't help myself. I enjoy it too much.
He's going multi? He's in multi?
Oh yeah. Why did he do that? Why did he go there? He had his friend's key as well. 1 IQ! But even after all this time, something I never really considered was spearing people into the web, as it smites people at a rapid rate. And I thought I may as well make an updated guide on handling PKs. For the gear, it's always the same setup, but there are 3 different items that all provide different uses, depending on the situation. For small teams of 1 to 2, you're best bringing the Zami Hasta as your +1, as you still have the advantage and may as well capitalise on it by trying to smite them in the web. For teams of 3 to 4, you should use the Arania boots, which give increased immunity inside the web. As the web landing on you is more likely with larger groups in close combat, these boots are a given. And then, anything more than 5 people, you should be using the Ring of Suffering, as this gives 20 in all defensive stats, and has a recoil effect, which will do chip damage, which can make all of the difference. That being said, I decided to devote a video to seeing how much GP I could make by using the Zamorak Hasta. The first and most important thing is to make sure that you have food drops enabled on your loot key settings. You can do this by speaking to Scully in the Ferox Enclave. The amount of times I've been outnumbered and out of food, and barely managed to stay alive, is too many to count. When solo, if you are facing 6 or more people, this is where your Staff of the Dead comes into play, as it reduces the damage dealt by melee. The most important rule here is staying alive, so if that means drinking a brew over getting the freeze on that player who went AFK in the web, you do it. The good thing is you don't have to actually deal damage to get the kill, you only have to attack them, so while you're unfrozen and brewed down, try and bash as many of them with your staff as you can, while spamming on your food. If you can see that you're taking too much damage, it's time to put the Phoenix necklace on. I would bring more of these if I could, but you have to balance your inventory with the other supplies. I would recommend always bringing a Samfu, but even that runs out sometimes. If you do find yourself in a situation where you manage to get out of danger, but you are venomed and won't make it to the bank in time, you can hop worlds every 10 seconds, as this resets the venom timer. Some situations are simply not possible to survive, and that's okay. Remember, it's only a game, and we all get beaten sometimes. Time to get some Smite. We didn't manage to drop his prayer, but we got a 6 mil key from him. A little 2 mil ballista smite, not bad. It's only a dragon crossbow, but it's still a 1.6 mil key. It's still pretty good. He got smited in the web twice, but he still managed to get his prayer on at the last second. That was so close. There's been so many close calls. He had a noxious halberd with no prayer, and I splashed on him 6 times. I thought to myself, I might as well farm more century contracts while doing Veni, so if I do die, I'm not losing any money. It was nice to do a method that was completely AFK, because it meant even if I did lose a bit of GP at Veni, I was still making a lot of profit, so it didn't really feel like losing anything. Congrats to the winners of the 100 mil giveaway. Post your RuneScape name below to be entered for the next one. Thank you for watching.